NAMA has got the potential to hand billions in taxpayers' money in a direct transfer from the taxpayer to the bankers. Everybody knows that bankers have already been very well rewarded by the taxpayer and by others and by small shareholders in a system which has given them very bloated salaries. Do we want to see them rewarded further? This particular deal is a coup for the bankers and for the Department of Finance. These two bodies, locked in this kind of devil's pact, have delivered something which will not be in the interests of anybody else in the nation. That coup was proved the day that the details of the NAMA legislation was announced. On that day, or the day after, when the Irish stock market opened, banking shares rocketed, indicating a verdict where the bankers and investors were saying quite clearly, the bankers have won the battle with the taxpayer. People came in and bought vast numbers of shares in a reflection of their verdict that the bankers had won, and this was good for the banks, but it was bad for the taxpayer and will continue to be bad for the taxpayer. Other indications of this are very clear. The taxpayer lost last year on September the 29th when the bankers were given a blanket guarantee at the taxpayer's expense and putting the taxpayer in peril. The taxpayer lost again on the recapitalisation issue when the government promised to put billions of taxpayers' money into not only Anglo-Irish banks but Bank of Ireland and Allied Irish banks. And the taxpayer will lose again when the taxes of future generations will be put in jeopardy by the NAMA construction which we have in front of us. NAMA is based on guesswork. It's based on the guess that prices have fallen by 50%. It's based on the kind of fiction that they will stop falling now and that they've bottomed out. It's based on the assumption that they'll go up again in the next 10 years. There is no reason for believing that that will happen. It's a mad gamble which is unlikely to work.